Ask the internet.
Ask him what?
Well, we ask them a different question every time we do one of these episodes.
Oh, we're doing that, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this.
What was the last one we did?
We did something to do with crisps, I think.
Was it Monster Munch?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure there's been one since then.
Well, it doesn't matter, I won.
Anyway, this time, Greg, we are asking the internet, Wham or Spandau Ballet? Wham, Greg. I was so gutted I didn't get to Christmas #1 this year in the UK.
Do you know? I said to my wife. That's what I forgot. Ed Sheeran was #1, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He should have said, "Listen, I want to take a step back."
Yeah, that's what I would have.
Wham should have been #1.
Go out and buy Wham.
Wham, Last Christmas, and it wasn't. It was #3 in the end, I think.
And obviously it would have been great because it was a year since George died. But Wham were a massive group in the 80s, weren't they?
Massive.
Duo formed by members George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley in 1981. They sold more than 30 million records worldwide from 1982 to 1986. I wonder what that figure is now.
Lots.
Yeah. They met at school.
Yeah.
Michael and Andrew Ridgeley met at school and they were friends. Recently, Andrew Ridgeley released a statement about George. Did you read that?
A little bit. Didn't read it all.
It was quite long, wasn't it?
Crying too much, to be honest.
George Michael wrote most of the songs, didn't he? Andrew Ridgeley was kind of just...
Well, I think you'll be surprised how much he did write. He even wrote Careless Whisper with him, didn't he? And he let him be credited with just by George Michael. And it was actually done by both of them.
All right, I didn't know that.
I knew that.
Oh. Careless Whisper, I can't think of that song without thinking of the joke about being careless with your whisper. You know, the chocolate bar.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the joke, but... Careless Whisper was a George Michael solo piece. Yet, unlike any Wham single except Wham Rap and Club Tropicana, it was co-written with Ridgeley. Yeah, Greg. Uh-huh. The song, about a remorseful two-timer, had more emotional depth than previous releases. It quickly reached #1, selling over 1.3 million copies in the UK. That's amazing, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? He was such a... To be fair, they were just something different, weren't they?
Yeah.
You know, I mean... Right, still suffering. Most bands were bands. To have two lads come out and then, you know, dance around like that. I mean, George only had one dance, didn't he?
It's hard to believe that they were only together from 81 to 86. Just 4 years.
I know.
Yeah, what an impact.
Freedom, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Edge of Heaven, Young Guns, Last Christmas, Wham Rap.
Did you say Club Tropicana?
Club Tropicana.
Drinks are free.
And that's about it. That's enough though, isn't it? That's more hits than some bands have ever.
I know. And what massive hits they were.
Sorry?
Massive hits.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
So that is Wham. Are you a Wham fan?
Have you noticed we're not actually... I'm one, you're the other this one?
We can't.
This is tough.
Next up, Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet.
Spandau Ballet.
Now, everybody will know Gold.
Go!
Everybody will know True. My favourite is Through the Barricades.
Yeah, Beyond the Barricades. Through the Barricades. Beyond the Barricades is from Les Mis, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. You're on it today, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
It is Through the Barricades. I know it's Through the Barricades because I've had it on for years.
Barricades.
Yeah, what a song. Well, I don't think I've ever seen the video, but... Oh, there he is.
There he is. Look how young he looks there, Tony.
I've met him.
So have I.
I met him before you.
Spandau Ballet were formed in London in 1979, Greg. They were inspired by an integral part of the electro movement. They became one of the most successful groups to emerge during the New Romantic era. I'm wondering how much success they had in the US.
I'm sure True and Gold went everywhere, didn't they?
I'm sure it did, yeah. The classic lineup features Gary Kemp, Martin Kemp on guitar, Tony Hadley on vocals and Steve Norman on saxophone, John Keeble, the drummer. They've had a lot of fallings out over the years, haven't they?
Well, Jason, here's another one of these facts. They got back together, didn't they, about 5 years ago, and they did a mini tour. I think it was just the O2 Arena, really, in London. And they did 2-3 dates there.
But it's all over again now, isn't it?
Yeah, and he said, I don't want to work with them ever again. So they are still together, though, and they're looking for a new lead singer.
All right. You can't replace Tony Hadley, can
Well,
you?
this is the thing, you see. I know this is going to sound horrible, but if you're the keyboardist, no one's going to really miss you, I'm afraid. If you're the guitar player, they might. Oh, it's a shame. But the lead singer, the vocal of all them songs growing up,
Yeah.
he's not there. No, I think they're going to struggle.
Their debut single was called To Cut a Long Story Short, and it reached number 5 in the UK in 1980.
Good song.
Was the first of 10 UK top 10 hits, including number 1 singles True, number 2 Gold, number 3 singles chart Chant number 1,
That's a long story.
and Only When You Leave.
Only When You Leave, great song.
At the height of their popularity in 1984, they received the Brit Award for Technical Excellence.
Wow.
They split in 1990, and the members pursued solo careers, with both Kemp brothers winning acting roles. Of course, they famously played the Cray twins in the Craze movie, didn't they?
Oh, I thought you were going to say EastEnders.
They went on to one of them went on to EastEnders. They reformed in 2009, and have been recognised by the Q Awards. And Gary Kemp's songwriting has been honoured by the Ivan Novello Awards. So there you go. That's when they first reformed, 2009. And as we said, now they're split up again.
So, just, without asking you outright, but I'm going to ask you outright, who are you swaying towards on this one? I think the internet's going to sway one way, I'll be honest.
You see, for the popular vote, it's Wham, isn't it?
Yeah.
But musically, I have to go Spandau Ballet, because some of the songs are just...
They are great.
Yeah.
This is why we're not doing a I've got one, you've got one, because I think they're both great. Wham are a bit more pick you up, aren't they?
Yeah, a bit more poppy.
Proper 80s stuff, whereas... No, Spandau were proper... Oh, it's tough, this.
I think Spandau Ballet weren't quite as commercial as Wham, were they?
Also a bit more grown up.
Yeah, a little bit, probably.
But Wham was a bit more for the boppers out there.
The teeny boppers.
Teeny boppers. We weren't even teeny boppers then, were we? You're really struggling today. You're not dying, are you?
Oh, I might be.
Bit ridiculous.
I will put a poll in the corner, remember, because I know how to do that now. If you're on a mobile device, press the I and the poll will drop down and you can select. Not your I, Greg. If you're on desktop, it will appear at some point there. Also, press the I.
You doing all jargon?
Yeah. Vote, or if you don't want to do that, just leave a comment in the comments below. Who's your favourite, Wham or Spandau Ballet? This is going to be a tough one.
It is going to be a tough one.
We'll see what the internet says in this week's edition of Ask
the Internet.